Hi, I'm Dr. Maryam, and I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine and registered acupuncturist. Today I'm going to show you how to make bone broth. Bone broth is a traditional food used in many cultures, and in my Chinese medicine practice, I always recommend my patients to incorporate bone broth into their diet as much as they can. Bone broth is full of nutrients and vitamins and minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. It contains collagen that keeps our skin looking smooth and healthy. It contains gelatin that supports joint health. It helps to heal inflammation in your gut. And in Chinese medicine, we call this a blood nourishing food. If you struggle with being low in iron, if you have menstrual irregularities like delayed cycles or light periods, if you have dry skin or dry hair, breaking nails, hair loss, if you have anxiety or insomnia, then you're likely prone to having blood deficiency. So I highly recommend bone broth, for example, during pregnancy or if you're trying to get pregnant. I also recommend this if you've just given birth to support lactation and to support postpartum recovery. To make bone broth, you can use chicken bones, fish bones, and beef bones. And in this case, I'm using chicken bones, and you can see that this is just the leftover bones from many dinners that we've had. I also use an onion and a few carrots. So I just put it into the slow cooker, and you can see that the stems are still on the carrots, so it doesn't matter. Pop those in. And this is a lot of bones. You definitely don't need this many bones. You could probably go with half of this amount. And I'll just pop those in. And you'll also need a bit of apple cider vinegar, and the apple cider vinegar is great to leach the marrow out of the bones. You could measure this to about 2 tablespoons, but I just usually use a rough splash of it. And all we have to do next is to just cover the bones with enough water. So I've got water here. It's best to use filtered water. And this may not be enough in this jug. Let's see what happens. I'll need to add a little bit more water, so I'm just going to go fill up the pitcher. And got some more water just to cover the bones. Again, you're not going to need this many bones. You could get away with about half of this amount. This is going to be a really rich bone broth. All right, so that's enough water. And now I'm just going to pop this into the slow cooker and turn it on for about 18 hours. You could do longer than that if you like. Up to 24 hours is fine. And I'll just have it on low. Okay, so here we are 18 hours later. What we want to do is to strain out the bones. All right, it's quite heavy. And if you do like to have a little bit of salt and pepper added to it, you can do it at this point. And now we're just left with the broth. And you can have about 1 to 2 cups of bone broth every day. You could use it as stock for soups and stews. You can add any spices that you like to make it a little bit tastier. And there you go. Enjoy.